Welcome, Bear fans. We're going to break down Chicago Bears going to San Francisco to face the 49ers for Week 14. Let's get it, baby. Welcome back, friends. Chicago Bears podcast. Victor coming at you. We are going to be talking from Week 14. 49ers, again, facing the Chicago Bears. We're going to San Francisco. So, yes, we are in a different environment. We are in the kitchen today, friends. I needed a change of pace. I didn't want to do it in my usual studio downstairs. So we came up here to the La Cocina. And we're going to talk about Bears in La Cocina. So we're going from there. So, first off, we're going to get into the 49ers news. We're going to break it down and kind of get an idea of what we're looking at going into this game on Sunday, 3:25 p.m. this Sunday. Make sure you guys check it out and get ready for this wonderful game. So, the 49ers have had some major struggles this year. We're going to get into that a little bit more here as we go down. Really rough stuff. Injuries and tragedies is the two words that you would define the 49ers for this season. Rough stuff, and you would never want to wish these things on your worst enemy. Some of these things that they've gone through. Really rough stuff, and my heart goes out to the players of the 49ers with injuries and all. So we're going to break it down. We'll go through it a little bit here. 49ers blew 3 divisional games when they had leads in the fourth quarter. So they're struggling right now. Like us, they are struggling. They're having kind of a Bears season in a sense with we're not so much injuries our issues. Ours was more injuries of the brain because of our head coach, Matt Eberflus. As we mentioned, Matt Eberflus was fired after last week's terrible performance against the Lions in Detroit. The Thanksgiving ending was absolutely embarrassing and no accountability, grounds for termination. He's gone. Kevin Warren, he pulled the plug, and so we have to move forward. Thomas Brown is now the interim head coach. We're still looking for other head coaches, but right now he stepped up into the role, and we have faith in him. He carries the demeanor. He commands respect, and things seem to be different. So the prediction for the next few games are going to be much different. With Matt Eberflus, I would say this would be a definite loss, without a doubt. Without, things are a little bit different, and for the next games going forward. So lots in common with the Bears, just different. Turmoil. Lots of turmoil, like I mentioned, because of the injuries and the tragedies. 7 losses. Last 2 were blowouts for the 49ers. That's rough. Many injuries. Many. Brock had injury to his... Brock, the quarterback, had an injury to his throwing shoulder. We'll see if that plays a factor still, how he feels, if it's over or if it hinders him. We'll find out Sunday. But that happened to him. 3 players dealing with trauma. Throughout this season, since the beginning of the season, I would say August to now, 3 players have had devastating trauma happen to them. I don't want to dive too deep into that right now. It's kind of really rough and depressing, especially the last 2. Just as a father of 2 kids, this is something that you just never want to happen to yourself in your life as a parent. So really rough, and my heart and my condolences goes out to the players and their families and the entire team. So much respect and much love for the 49ers. So with that being said, George Kittle is always a threat. George Kittle is a beast. So look out for him. Fans love this coach. And I didn't go too deep with every little stat of what's going on with the 49ers. Not necessary. Google it. Look it up, guys. The coach is loved. The fans love Kyle Shanahan. And what I'm thinking is, there's rumors. I believe that, in my gut, this guy may end up here next year. Depending, they're having a rough season, and they just may make the jump. Kyle Shanahan raves about Caleb Williams. Raves. I'm the president. Bill Belichick has been dogging Caleb Williams since the beginning of preseason. After a preseason game, he said something so smug as, not impressed. Nothing big over here. Nothing to see over here, folks. Bill Belichick is not the guy you want. He's old. Yes, he's the greatest coach that ever lived. He's got the most rings. He's past his prime. He does not want to come to Chicago. If you really pay attention to the words he says, you'd have to write him a ridiculous check. George McCaskey is not going to do it. Bill Belichick is not going to be next head coach. Either my gut instinct says Ben Johnson from the Detroit, the OC, or Kyle Shanahan. Top two choices. It could be our current interim coach, Thomas Brown. But I believe strongly in Kyle Shanahan that he kind of wants to come over here and he likes Caleb Williams. I'm the president. They seem to have this like vibe going on. We'll see what happens. But this game, 3:25 p.m. on Sunday, my friends. Let's get it. My prediction. Now, this is where things get tricky. Because we're on a 6-game losing streak, I can't with conviction predict a win, on the road. I just can't yet. Maybe if it was a home game, I would say. But because we're on the road, because we're still reeling from the loss of a coach, now Thomas Brown has a lot on his plate. He's the offensive coordinator. He's the interim head coach. Who's the defensive coordinator? We just fired him. Matt Eberflus is gone. He was the head coach and the defensive coordinator. Now we do not have one. I'm sure someone's getting promoted into that position. I have not checked that news out yet. I will get into that and maybe drop a little something tomorrow on that news. But so far, it's Thomas Brown is running the show with the other lower level position coaches for the Chicago Bears. So my prediction, again, I believe it'll be sort of like a Green Bay thing, not a block kick ending type of deal. Hopefully, we don't have another tragic ending by, just not being locked in, not staying focused. But my prediction is that the San Francisco, because we're away, we're still reeling from this loss and disorganization, it should be a good game. I predict a good game, but I would say, Caleb Williams could get hot. If he gets hot, this game's over. But I'll tell you, keys to the win. Caleb Williams and Rome Odunze and DJ Moore and Keenan Allen getting into rhythm. Cole Kmet has been inconsistent. Yes, he's a good tight end, but he's been doing penalties and drops. It's not only him, it's everyone has been dropping balls. If we see this first quarter with no points, that's not the end of the day either. All these games that we lost, the last 3, were all within 3 points. Detroit Lions just beat Green Bay Packers yesterday. Detroit Lions they're beasts, but we were right in there with them and we had the win locked in. But our coach, again, so Minnesota, Green Bay was cooked, but our kick got blocked and that's how we lost the game. They were done. They were so done. So can we beat, 49ers? Absolutely. But penalties have to be eliminated. 1 or 2. Not one every other, 2 possessions. My prediction. Here we go. What will happen? The Chicago Bears go to San Francisco to face the 49ers. Drum roll. I predict Chicago Bears win. For the first time in 6 weeks, they break their losing streak. No Matt Eberflus to just destroy the energy that the Chicago Bears want so badly. They will break this streak. We are going to go into San Francisco and defeat the 49ers 28-21. I'm going on a limb. Instinct says we've been losing. I know we've been losing. I got it. But it's got to end sometimes. And we've been so close in games. 3 points against the Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions would absolutely decimate the 49ers. So I'm looking at it like that. The fact that we were in these games, Green Bay, Detroit, Minnesota, the fact that we were in them and 49ers are really beat up right now. I know it's away. It's going against my better instincts. But then you know what? It's got to break. I'm going out on a limb. Bears win this Sunday. Check it out. 3:25, my friends, p.m. Love you guys. Please give a like, subscribe to the channel. It really helps the channel out, guys. Love you guys so much. Thank you for all your support, your subscriptions, your comments, your interactions, your critiques. I love it. Please leave a comment. Anything that we can do to make this channel better. See you guys soon on Sunday. Bear down. Let's get it.